Michigan government did not shut down at midnight, even though the governor and two lawmakers did not fulfill their pledge to have a new budget in place yesterday. To walk us through what did and did not happen, Fox 2 political insider Tim Skubic joins us live from Lansing to break it all down. Tim, good morning to you. Where did they come up short, apparently?
Well, you know, all that ends well, or whatever that line is, Josh. Anyway, it's great to be with you this morning. I'm still trying to wake up. The lawmakers pulled almost an all-nighter last night. They worked until about 2 a.m. And here's what they did to you and for you. The government is open today. It did not close at midnight. They have now passed what they call a continuation budget, which is basically this. They took the old budget, okay, and extended it for 1 week. That gives them time to basically send this deal, which the governor and the two legislative leaders have reached. They got all the I's dotted and the T's crossed. They have to send this, however, to the printer so that the legislature and lawmakers can get a copy of the actual stuff they're voting on. Won't that be unique? And that has been one of the complaints of lawmakers all along during this protracted debate that's been going on. They say, show us the details. We want to know what we're voting on. So that process will take place today, and maybe as early as Thursday, the legislature could actually start voting on this budget. And then eventually, if they come up with that final product, they send it to the governor. And maybe, Josh, sometime next week, the governor will hold a huge bill signing ceremony, I'm going to guess, in which he will sign this puppy. And this chapter of Michigan government will go into the history books as one that was very interesting. But it came out with no government shutdown, which can't be said for the folks down in Washington. So we're ahead of the score there.
Tim, kind of a broader question here. With all this time and we're still not at a deal, if you will, what can a week realistically do in providing more of those details between the governor and lawmakers?
Well, this is what they're doing right now, okay? Once they get the bills drafted, okay, then the lawmakers will paw over it, and there'll probably be changes to this thing because lawmakers are going to say, well, I don't like that part. Like some people don't like the marijuana tax. Some people don't like the other legislation that has to do with other taxes and revenue and cuts in government. So they'll paw over it, and the legislative process will go to work. But at the end of the day, Josh, on an optimistic note, this budget will be done. And they hope to get it done within the next week, which is why they passed this continuation budget.
Also, Tim, as we approach Governor Whitmer's final year in 2026, fix the darn roads. That is a phrase we all became accustomed to. How important is it for road funding to be at the top of that deal to really succeed her legacy, if you will, if any future plans come into place after she leaves the governor's office?
Yeah, that's a good question. Obviously, she ran on that 8 years ago or 7 years ago, whatever it was, to fix the roads. She's going to get something, but it's not the full loaf that she wanted. Remember, the original target that the leaders and the governor wanted was $3 billion, okay? This is about $1.5 billion for local roads and some loose change. So it's not bad, but the people in the road industry say we've got to come back for more. But please, not right away.
Yes.
There'll be time for them to revisit this, but the governor will be happy to sign that legislation because she can say, I'm continuing to fix the roads as I leave, but she's not ready to leave yet. Don't push her out the door yet, my friend.
No rush, no rush. She has a year and some change left to serve here in the state of Michigan. Tim Skubic live in Lansing. Thank you.